Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your response last week. Those of you who called and said that they liked the audio recording, we're going to continue to do that because I know that reading can be a challenge for some of you. So, this will be a welcome addition to our word of the week. God bless you all. Our word of the week this week is communicate. How wonderful is that? Communicate. The definition is the act or process of using words, sounds, signs, or behaviors to express or exchange information or to express your ideas, thoughts, feelings, etc. to someone else, or a connection between bodily parts. Our scripture is Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And the second scripture is James 1:19 through 20. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. God has given me thoughts for the week, and this word has come to me this week over and over and over again. I've often said that when I get to a certain age, I will have earned the right to tell people exactly what I think without having to be kind about it. But I've come to realize that how I communicate is not only indicative of who I am, but what I believe, and it illustrates my strength of character as a child of God. I've come to realize that my speech should either teach, encourage, affirm, or cause change. If we respect and honor each other, our communication should result in a positive experience, even if we may not agree. Although our communication may include negativity and complaints about politics, our aches and pains, our disobedient children, or the rising cost of food, we can still boldly express that we are blessed. In our communications, we are to be specific. We need to eliminate the whatchamacallits, the doohickeys, and other colorful descriptors that muddy the communication waters. My husband often thinks I know him so well that I should automatically know who and what he's talking about, when in reality, I haven't got a clue. But communication requires us to use words that make our meaning plain so that we can reason together. We are to be slow to answer. When someone else is speaking, we should actively hear what they are saying. Often we think that because we've heard this line of discussion before, we can anticipate their next thought. This is a mistake. We're all changing, so their conversation may have changed. While your brain is taking you right in the discussion, they were going left. This kind of confusion sets the stage for wasted time, the introduction of anger, and a possible communication shutdown. We should be kind with our self communication. In our internal conversations, we should refrain from negative self talk that nullifies God's power to effectively guide us. Our internal communication should reinforce God's messages of hope, correction, admiration, grace, mercy, and yes, love. Our prayers, our communication with God, should include our requests, questions, gratefulness, and honor to Jehovah Jireh, the one who provides. Pray, but don't forget to wait for an answer. Prayer is a two-way communication process. No, we can never get to a point where we can say whatever we want with carelessness. Why? Because in our communication as believers, we are first accountable to God, then to each other. We are required to communicate with respectable, responsible, and loving attitudes. Yes, even when we are angry. Be angry, but sin not. Sound familiar to you? In conclusion, wouldn't it be a shame to get God's spiritual enlightenment and not be able to effectively communicate so that others can share in the opportunity to grow in grace and understanding with the rest of us? My prayer is, Lord, help us become the great communicators. God bless you. May God keep you. And I hope the word of the week inspires you. Take care. Orine out.